Hello, boys and girls, this is Anders here, of course, and welcome to some Battlefield 3. Today's PDW is the PP-2000. First off, a little bit of good news, some Battlefield 4 news, just a shorty. The EA has announced that it will release a multiplayer trailer for Battlefield 4 before E3 this year. So in a couple of months we're going to be able to get a first look at some Battlefield 4 multiplayer. Hell yeah, baby. I don't know about you guys, but I am really looking forward to that. It is gonna be so nice. Oh yeah, baby. So, playing with the PP-2000 here, you guys really wanted me to show this puppy off. My personal opinion is that I don't really like it that much, simply because the very low rate of fire makes it kind of hard for me to do what I usually like to do, and that's to rush the enemy, get up close and personal and pop a dozen of them a cap in the ass, or give a dozen of them a cap in the ass at the same time. Anyways, but it is actually a very reliable and good weapon, I gotta say, indeed. You can use it with the extended magazine. That's gonna give you 41 rounds instead of the normal 21 rounds, and it does quite a bit of damage actually per bullet. It's more than the PP-19, I think it's more than the P90, I think it's more than the PDWR, I think it's basically the same as the 45. But the thing is, as you saw there, I got killed by that guy, and that's because I shot at him thinking he was dead, but he wasn't, and that's because it lacks the rate of fire needed to give you a good damage per second, or DPR, damage per round. No. The damage per second, that's basically what I'm aiming for to tell you guys here. Simply the amount of damage you make per second firing it, and the higher rate of fire a gun is, the higher damage per second a gun usually has, unless the bullets does very little damage, of course, and in that case it might be better to use another gun. But in this case, I think it's around 600 rounds a minute. I'm not gonna say exactly, because really, who gives a shit? All you need to know is that the gun doesn't fire very quickly, it doesn't kill enemies very quickly, but if you attach a nice sight on it and you kind of hang back a little bit, if you're a more defensive player, it's a quite good alternative actually. I would definitely say, because with the 40 rounds in the magazine you can easily kill, I would say, up towards 4 or 5 enemies with one magazine if you do it good, or if you aim good, and that gives you quite a lot of killing power. The only problem is, as I said, it doesn't fire very quickly, so you might get killed by the first enemy before you actually get a chance to kill the other enemies anyway, simply because you can't kill them quick enough compared to how quickly they can kill you. So, my personal opinion is that this is a PDW that you might want to stay away from, except if you play hardcore. If you play hardcore mode, this might actually be a good alternative, just like the 45. 45 is also one of those PDWs that I would say works way better in hardcore mode than actually normal mode. So yeah, get fucking sniped from behind. I hate that shit when enemies are hiding behind you and shoot you from the back. That's just complete fucking bullshit. I hate it. I hate it. I'm using it together with the Magnum here actually, because yeah, I don't know, I felt like using the Magnum. I think since I'm kind of, this is a short range map, I was actually planning on doing it on a more medium range map, so it would kind of fit its purpose a bit, but I didn't get lucky and got a good score on those maps. This was the only map I got a decent score on, so to say, so that's kind of why I have the Magnum. So I would kind of recommend using it on short medium range maps together with the Magnum, or maybe an M1911. By the way, I have been trying to unlock the M1911 silenced with the laser sight, but I haven't had much luck, simply because it's kind of hard to get in that damn AA Humvee Jeep on both Americans and Russian sides. It's kind of difficult, yes indeed. But if you find yourself on a map like Grand Bazaar here, or Metro, or CN Crossing, or something similar, where there is very short range to your enemy, I would of course recommend you use it with the Glock 18 or the 93R. That would work way better. And here is such a good example of a good team. I kind of rush forward here, break the break the wall, kill one guy, then I kind of straight away try to rush in here. Sadly though, I make kind of a crappy job. I only killed one guy. That's also again where the rate of fire comes in. But look at this, 3 of my teammates actually rush in and help me out, and I get resurrected straight away. And that's how you actually should behave here on Grand Bazaar. You shouldn't try all to squeeze through the 2 small ports to the right and to the left. You should go in the middle as well, because the more you spread out, the more the enemy has to spread out, and the chances that they only hold one position really good and the rest kind of sloppy. So if you spread out your army kind of good on all of the fronts, you have a better chance of actually like punching through the enemy defenses and actually get somewhere. But yeah, let's get to the PP-2000 again, because I felt kind of like last video with the MP-7. I didn't really talk much about the gun. I talked more about the gameplay, and I know you guys really enjoy that, but I also want to like switch it up a little bit and talk about the gun. So I'm using it with a decent sight here. As you can see, it's the 3.5 Russian. This is one of my favorite sniper sights and one of my favorite low magnification sights overall. I think it works really well. That bug was very strange. I fired a rocket even though the rocket actually wasn't out. I think it was because I crawled forward a little bit. Very strange shit. I've never seen that before. That's why I kind of did the slow motion there. Shouldn't maybe made the slow motion this long, because you can obviously see I'm missing and just hit like one bullet. But I'm fucking human. I make mistakes all the time. I'm not that particularly good. If I was some kind of professional player, then I should be ashamed of stuff like that. But I'm really not. So yeah, I'm not. Or maybe a little. I want to look good for you guys. I want you guys to think I'm the best in the world. No, of course I don't want you guys to think I'm the best in the world, because I really aren't. But yeah, let's just put my vanity to the side here and talk more about the gun. So, since the gun is fairly low rate of fire, you should try to stay in cover quite a lot and not try to rush open ground, since, as I said, like, the low rate of fire makes it very hard for you to compete with most other guns that many people use. Like, for example, you have no chance against an FAMAS or an AEK, or I think you would even have a really hard time against a P90, to be honest. But this gun is better than the P90, definitely better than P90, and I would say a little bit more accurate than the F or the PP-19 as well when it comes to full auto, and that's of course because it has a low rate of fire. So if you're kind of noobish and you like to spray and pray, go with the laser sight on, extended mag, and a sight that you like, and hip fire it a lot, because hip firing with this gun works quite well when full auto. It's kind of a little bit like Counter-Strike style, but even less recoil actually. Many people, I've seen a lot of you guys like watching the Counter-Strike videos, and you never played Counter-Strike before, or I've seen a few of you, not many. Most of you seem to like enjoy Counter-Strike as well, and I'm happy about that, because I fucking love Counter-Strike. I've been playing it a lot lately. But yeah, anyways, fuck Counter-Strike. Or not fuck Counter-Strike, but let's keep talking about the gun and the game. Like a lot of you guys have mentioned, like, oh, well, why is Counter-Strike so noobish? You can't aim down the sight. It's actually harder to aim and get headshots in Counter-Strike, and it's harder to actually spray and pray in Counter-Strike than it is in Battlefield. And I think that's why I am a better Battlefield player than a Counter-Strike player, simply because Counter-Strike requires more skill and Battlefield doesn't require as much skill to become good. But anyways, as usual, thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.